Hey everyone, it is Monday, January 16th, 2023. Going to go over the futures markets, see what trades have gotten set up here. It's a little bit slower over here in the US today. It's a holiday, Martin Luther King Day, so there's not a whole lot of trading activity going on, but there were some continuations from the end of last week, and there actually were some trades today. So we'll start off here with the S&P 500. We can see right here that price made it all the way up to 61.8. That hit the trade. Oh, my mind just went blank. Oh, whatever it's called, the scalping trade. Goodness gracious, scalping trade. And so it went down here and they just ticked off 38. So that one is done. We are still looking for it, since it hit the 38%, to come down and hit the target down here at 3992.0 for that continuation measured move trade for it. But the scalping trade is said and done, so then all we do is we start looking to go the other way for it. You can see this has just been a measured move up right here, so that one went and got hit. So it is currently in one right now, a measured move going here the other way to see which one's going to win, either the downside one right here going down to 39.22. Let's draw a little arrow right there for the target we'd be looking for, or the one up here at 40.24. It hasn't reached the scalping trade yet. It's bouncing off the 50 currently, but when it hits the 61.8, that would start off the scalping scenario for it. So those are the ones here for the S&P 500. I believe there was one. Let me see something earlier. Well, there is another continuation trade set up right here. See it bounce pretty much off the 50. So for that target, if this one is going to go up there and get hit, we are looking at it going up here to 40.38 and 25 here for that one. Go over to the 4 hourly chart, see if it's overbought or oversold. Still coming off being extremely overbought, but as we can see, as I mentioned last week, this is a new one though. We're getting divergence over here where the MFI goes lower while the price goes higher. So one of the things going to have to give sooner than later, and so we'll see eventually when we will get the sell-off. Still looking for the sell-off happening, and it is also still in the continuation short setup when it hit 38. So when the sell-off does happen, the target we'll be looking for down here is 37.30 and 50 cents from the S&P 500, and that is the doing the 4 hour chart. Now over here in the Russell 2000, this was a trade I did get in late last night, and it was one that we were looking for. I talked about on Friday. So when price, we'll start back over here, price hit the 38, there we're looking for the continuation move down, and it obviously did not happen. Price kept going up, going up, going up. So when price breaks the 100% level, this blue line right here, the continuation is no more, is dead and gone. We don't use it anymore. So now it was just in a scalping trade because price came up, hit the 68 right here, did not even come close to hitting the 38, kept on going, hit the 88 right here, came down, got a little bit closer to the 61.8, which is the next target when it hits the 88%, but it didn't get close enough to call it off. So price kept on just going higher, going higher, going higher. And then one thing I mentioned is you can take a scalp within a scalp, and it is this 1.272 Fibonacci extension level going the other way. When it hits there, you can take it down to the 1.146 just for a quick scalp for it, and that one worked out as well right there. So that would have been another 2.5, 2.6 points for it. But then when price hits the 88, keeps on going up, you just draw the Fibonacci going here the other way, and you're looking for the 38% to come up here and get hit. You can see it keeps on going up, going up. But when price keeps going up and the 38% line, which is that maroon line right there, gets past the 88%, as it did when it got up over here, because here you can see the 38%, there's the 88.6%. It got above it, so then you just move the exit down here to the 88, just north of the 88%. I'll draw a little black line for it. I think it's a black line. Yeah, about right there. So that would be the exit just north of the 88% line, just to make sure you can get out of it. And that is where it goes. What I like to do is keep my exit down here at about the 100%, because as you can see, a lot of times it bounces right back off, and I go ahead and get out of it, especially if I've gotten in a good price. So on Friday, what I was able to do, I actually was able to get in. I had an entry set up right over here, went down and got hit. Then when price opened up, I would just lucked out. let's see here, it got in at, where's the opening? There's about the opening right there. Out of order up here, got filled, and then you can see coming on down here, look at this, he got hit perfectly right down at the 88% line right there, so that scalping trade is done right there. And then we just have it going the opposite way. We have one going down here, hit the 68, getting very close to finish out this scalping trade right here. Never quite hit the 88.6, but the exit is down here still at the 38% since it hit the 61.8. It's getting very close to hit it. Go down a little bit more. We'll call that one a trade right there, and it still is in line. If it is the measured move continuation, is going to go down. It hit the 1885.7, and then going the other way, we do have, you can see it's just been kind of a measured move here going the other way. Delete that. Bounced off the 68 for a scalping, filled that, but then hit the target right up here. And then we just keep on drawing this up. So it is in a continuation setup, moving up over here, which would be the next target, and we're waiting for it to hit the 61.8 for the scalping. Going over right oversold, another market completely overbought at the moment, so just waiting for the sell-off to happen on the Russell 2000 as well. Going over to the Dow Jones, you can see it has been the same setup as S&P 500, completely overbought right there, but price keeps going up, so we get divergence from the MFI indicator compared to price. And going over to the 5-minute chart for it right here, we have a continuation set up for it, bounced off the 38. If price is going to come up and hit it, the next target we're looking for is right up here at 34,562 for that one. And then there is one going here the other way, kind of like similar setup to the Russell 2000, and it actually just did get hit, literally just got hit a couple minutes ago. Hit the 68 for the scalping, and then came down here and hit the 38% line right down there. So that scalping trade is done. And then also for the Dow Jones, this was another great trade, ending on Friday and opening up on Sunday night. Good scalping trade. See price hit the 68, never hit the 38. Hit the 88, and then just kept powering higher because it never came down and hit the 61.8. So we just draw the Fibonacci going the other way, and then when price price never even went past it. So there's the 38% line going the other way. You can see that came down and hit it really nicely right there. Here is the scalp within the scalp right here. Here's the 1.272. Came down and hit the 1.146 right there. So that would be a nice 43 ticks. And that ended up being the high. And so you can see the 30% all. Just get that line to make it easier. There it is right down there. And it came down, hit the 88.6, and then also 38 going the other way. I'll just draw it one more time to complete that scalping setup here on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. We can do it the other way using the yellow semaphores, and just like the Russell 2000, it's been pretty much just measure moves up, came down, hit the 88.6, hit the target, and so we just reload, hit off the 50, hit the target right up here, and then we just go up to the high until it so hit the 38. So if it does move a continuation up, we would be looking at 34,465 for the next target for that one. Moving over to oil, we'll go over to the 4-hour chart. Just like some of the other charts over there, it's the price continues to go up, and the MFI now is going down as well. So oil is in a similar setup as other ones. You're getting divergent patterns here. MFI going down from being completely overbought, but price is still going up. Price is not falling with MFI, so just waiting for it to eventually fall, as well as some of the other trade setups for it. Here we have a continuation trade setup. Let's see. Yep, that one just got hit. Came up, hit the 61.8 to create the scalping trade. That got hit. Then also came down, hit the target down here at $78.58 for that one to be done. Let's see here for oil, we had a scalping trade as well, and hit the 61.8 to start it, but came down, hit the 88.6, but came up and hit the 61.8. So that one is done right there. So all we're looking for going the other way is for the price to retrace back up to the 38% line. You can see this has been a series of measured moves as well, coming down. It's almost a double top. Came down, hit the target, so we just draw a little bit lower. 38% down at the target, and we just keep drawing it lower, right to the 38%, down to the target right over here, and now we see it's got some support. So we just keep on drawing this up till it comes back and hit the 38%. If it continues what it has been, then hits 38%, goes down, hits the target down here at $78.36. So just waiting for oil to probably continue the move down as it has been doing today. Last but not least, going over to the Nasdaq, check to see the overbought oversold indicator. It's been touching a little bit of the overbought, not as in depth as the other markets have, S&P 500, Russell, Dow, and oil, but it has been touching them. And then it is in a continuation setup here on the 4-hour chart as well. And there you see it hit the 38. See if it's going to come down here and hit 10,520. See if that continues for it. And going over here to the 5-minute chart, we can see that it is a continuation move up set up right here using that red symbol at the bottom. There it bounced off the 50, so the next target would be up here, this orange line. If it does continue higher at 11,674.50. And then going down here to the downside, there's I believe the scalping is done. Yeah, the scalping's done. Price hit the 38, so if that continuation moves back down, we are looking for 11,491.50, but it did have a scalping setup, hit the 61.8, and then came down close enough to the 30% for it to be done. For me to consider it done, so we'll say the scalping trade is done as well. We do have a yellow semaphore down here going right there, not cracking the scalping trade, but is getting support off the 50% line, where if this one follows through, the exit's going to be 11,625.75. So right now, for the Nasdaq, we're just waiting to see what's going to happen in the overall trend of the market. We can go to the 1-hour chart, see if that shows anything as well. No, it's just a 4-hour chart. So again, that's basically the major things going on in the market. Everything continues to still be overbought over here. You see the S&P 500 overbought, but we got the divergence in price compared to the MFI indicator. Russell 2000, it's still completely overbought, but price continues to go up. And the Dow Jones price has been overbought, has recently pulled back, but the price has not followed along with it as well. And same thing for oil. Price has been completely overbought, and the MFI has started to decline, but the price has not really gone along with it. So still just looking forward sometime this week for price to sell off on the markets for everything. Oil and then the major markets. And then I touched on last week Bitcoin as well. Was looking for a pullback here on the 1-hour chart. Long term, extremely bullish. Not going to go into all that, but still looking for the exit down here, which is going to be 18,175. We can see it popped up today, had a gap right there, so we expect that to get filled. And this is kind of the upper limit for what I've seen for how high price can go before we get a reversal, 21,890. So if it does get up there, yeah, definitely look for a reversal down here, down to about 18,175 before it continues its move higher. So anyways, take care. Talk to you later. Bye.